Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Kingdom Come Deliverance. My name is Camel, and today I'll be showing you how to get the best horse in the game and where to get the best gear for that horse as well. We will also, with a bit of skill, be getting back most of the costs associated with buying the horse and all the best gear. We'll get that back. Again, that is optional, but I will show you how to do it. So essentially, you'll be spending no money on the best horse in the game and also the best gear for the best horse in the game. So stay tuned and get ready to saddle up. Now, the various timestamps for this guide can be found down in the description, along with links to my social media and to my other Kingdom Come Deliverance guides. Be sure to check them out. So you want a horse. You want the best horse in the game. Well, let's go and get it. Now, to follow this whole guide, you'll need roughly 10,000 gold. If you don't have that much gold and you don't know how to get that much gold, I'd suggest you check out my other guides in which I'll show you various techniques to get rich in Kingdom Come Deliverance. However, if you don't have 10,000 gold, to get the best horse in the game, firstly, all you need is about 2,500 to 3,000 gold. And if you do already own a horse, that will make the transaction cheaper as you'll trade your current horse in. So to do all this, we'll need to head to, I have no idea how to say this, Merojed. On the map, it can be found kind of mid-north, and as we can see, it is to the west of Talmberg. It's a small town, and its main attraction is the horse breeder. So once here, walk inside, walk onto the property, look at the horses if you like, but we already know which horse we're going to buy. So the best use of your time at this point is to find the owner, the horsemonger. He's the dude in all black except for his shirt. His name is also Joanne. So once you find him, speak to him.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
I'd like to buy a horse.
Well now, have you seen our steeds?
I have. Fine animals.
Nothing but the best here. Is there one in particular you fancy?
Yes, there is. We want to buy the tier 5 Warhorse Jenda. Don't worry, we'll run through it all in a second. Now you can haggle, or you can just pay it, and if you do already own a horse, you'll do a trade-in and get a massive discount off the cost of the horse. So after you've done that, what you can do is click Y or whatever the summon horse button is on whatever platform you are playing on, and now this horse will come to you. Now just quickly, we will look at the stats for this horse. Now as you can see there, I already did own a horse called the Alberca, which is the second best horse in the game, and as we can see there, Warhorse Jenda has the same speed, but it's got a higher carry capacity, a higher courage, and a higher stamina. Now I will just say this, that deciding on what the best horse in the game is a little bit subjective, but I'll run through why I think that this is the best horse in the game and why it probably is the best horse in the game. Okay, so between the 3 different horse breeders that can be found in Kingdom Come Deliverance, in total there are 20 horses that you can purchase. Depending on how good a horse is, its tier number will be higher. For example, the worst horse you can get is tier 1, and the best horses you can get are tier 5. Of course, Warhorse Jenda is a tier 5 horse. They will also have varying stats. Now, while Warhorse Jenda's stats can be bested by other horses, Jenda here has the best all-round stats. It's got the best average score. So out of all 20 horses, Warhorse Jenda has the 3rd highest speed, so in speed it's 3rd out of 20. It's also got the 3rd highest carry capacity, so again out of 20 it's come 3rd. It's got the 4th highest courage, so again out of 20 it's come 4th, and then it has the 2nd highest stamina, so again it's come 2nd out of 20. And while you can find horses with higher speed, you know, they have super low stamina or super low carry weight. And while you can find horses with more carry weight, they've got super low speed or very little courage or something of the sort. So if you averaged every horse out, Warhorse Jenda does take the cake, and that's why it is the most expensive horse by about 500 gold. So if you're only looking for carry capacity, there's another horse out there for you, but if you're looking for the best all-round horse that kind of ticks every box really nicely, that's this one, that's Warhorse Jenda. And then of course, if you don't like any of the specific stats, particularly with Warhorse Jenda, you can then of course use gear to boost those stats or perks to boost those specific stats. Overall, the best choice of horse in the game is Warhorse Jenda, undoubtedly. And I mean, even in cases where its stats are bested, they're bested by a tiny fraction or a tiny margin. So you know, you can get a slightly faster horse that will then have 1/3 of the carry capacity or something of the sort. So while again, it is technically subjective, in my mind, it's technically objective that Warhorse Jenda is the best horse in the damn game. So just quickly, if you want to get your gold back, you can run inside the stables, go to the most northwestern corner, and the chest on the left will have an easy lock on it. Open this and inside will be every single piece of horse gear that this guy sells. Now unfortunately for some reason all the gold you just spent on buying the horse isn't in here, nor is it on his person. I also opened every chest in his house and the money you actually give him for the horse quite literally just vanishes from the game, which is very strange because I haven't found any other merchants where that happens. But regardless, you can steal all of this horse gear, which has a value much higher than what we spent on the horse. So already we've technically made money from buying the best horse in the game. Now the great thing about this chest is that it is an easy level lock, so you can come here at any point in the game as long as you have a lockpick to open it. Now if you don't know how to lockpick, luckily for you, I do have a full lockpicking guide that goes from everywhere: where to get lockpicks, how to lockpick more easily, where to train, and where to get training as well. So if you need help with lockpicking, be sure to check out my lockpicking guide. Now while it is a minor drawback, the stuff within this chest isn't the best horse gear in the game. To get that, we'll have to go to Newhoff. It's to the northeast of Ratai. Now in the north of the town there is a massive horse breeder. Now once here, walk into the big walled fortified area, and here we can find the horse merchant. She will be sitting down next to the well in front of a little fire and will be sewing or knitting or something of the sort. However, her name's Zora, she's got the yellow sleeves, and this is the lady we need to talk to. Of course, you want to click on trade, you don't want to buy a horse because you already have the best one in the game. Now again, we are here to buy the best gear for the horse possible. So the easiest way I find to do it is to sort the items by price and then purchase the most expensive versions of every different thing. So you want the golden spurs, you want to grab the military horseshoes, get the noble bridle, then get the noble saddle with 4 saddlebags. Then you want to buy one of either caparisons that have an armor rating of 9. You can buy the other ones, but they will have less armor. Again, we're here for the best gear. So there is a green one with moons on it, or a red one with other medieval shapes on it. The choice is yours. I personally went for green because I think it's a bit more unique in this general medieval world where everyone's got red and gold and blue. Of course, you'll probably want to haggle because you can save like 1,000 gold, but it doesn't really matter because we will be getting this back later on. So thank you very much for the purchase, Zora, and now we have Warhorse Jenda to kit out. So you want to go to the player tab, then go across to inventory, then to armor, and all of the horse gear will be at the bottom. You want to click X, as you can see, or whatever the key is, to move that gear onto the horse. Then you can go across to the horse tab up the top and then go across to tack. So then equip the best of those items to your horse. And now would you look at that, we have the best horse in the game with the best gear for the horse in the game. Now there is one other piece of gear, a very, very secret and unique horse armor headpiece, but I do have a separate guide for that as it's a little bit complicated. So there we go, now we have Warhorse Jenda totally kitted out, except of course for that secret head armor that I'll show you how to get in its own guide. So now it's time to steal back all that money that we just spent on that best horse gear. Now to do this though, you will need a lockpicking skill of between 15 and 16 or higher, so we can unlock a very hard locked chest. So what you want to do is head back to the horse breeder in Newhoff, head to where we spoke to Zora, then walk through the stables and out in this kind of courtyard. Over in the southeastern corner there are 2 doors against this white wall. Now this will be hard locked, the door. I've already unlocked it at this point though. And then at the back of the room there is a very hard locked chest. Again, if you don't know how to get your lockpicking this high, watch my guide for lockpicking. So once you have it open, of course, take everything from here. Now this is Zora's entire inventory of items to sell. And as you can see there, she also has all of the money that we spent earlier on all of the best horse gear. So we can take back literally every cent we spent on the best horse gear from her, and then we can also steal all of this stuff, which will have a total value of like 10,000 gold as well. Now the reason we wanted to buy it first is so that it's not considered stolen. So that if you're riding around a city and you get stopped and you get checked, they won't go, oh, all of this horse gear is stolen. Because the game knows that we bought it from her. The game doesn't know that we then stole back all the gold. So we got the best horse in the game, then we stole a bunch of gear from that guy, which will sell for more than the horse cost. Then we bought the best horse gear in the game, and then we stole back all the gold we spent along with like at least double that value again in her gear. So if anything, we've gained money and assets from getting the best horse in the game with the best horse gear in the game. Now if you are wondering why not just steal the horse in the first place, because you can steal horses. Well, stealing horses is a bad idea because the horse will not be considered yours. You'll be able to ride it, you can hop off it, you can hop back on it, but when you whistle, it won't come. and also you won't be able to access the horse inventory. So again, it is, infinitely more beneficial to just purchase the horses and then, little sneaky sneak and get back all of the stuff you spent, basically. So now with all of that gear attached, Warhorse Jenda will have a speed of 41, a carry capacity of 521.6, that's massive, and also if you've never used horse carry capacity, it's brilliant. You just go to your inventory and click move to horse and it moves all the items to your horse. Now it also now has a courage of 20 and a stamina of 450. The speed and the stamina are the same, however the carry capacity has gone up around 60 points and the courage has also increased by 3 points, which takes it to the maximum courage anyway. So once you have Warhorse Jenda and you kit it out like this, it pretty much becomes almost the best horse in every stat anyway. So I do hope that this guide helped you out and now you know where to get the best horse in the game, how to get the best gear, and then also how to get back the entire value of spending all that gold. So now in Kingdom Come Deliverance you can ride around and make all of your neighbors jealous with your awesome Warhorse Jenda. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Camel, and this has been my guide for the best horse in Kingdom Come Deliverance and the best horse gear in Kingdom Come Deliverance. I do hope this video helped you out, and if it did, you'll be very interested in checking out my other Kingdom Come Deliverance guides that I've already done. Links to them can be found down in the description. Now down there in the old description, you can also find links to my social media. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Now if you would like to support the channel in a more personal way, you can become a heroic patron on Patreon. As I'm sure you know, all of my time and energy goes into making these videos that I create for you to enjoy, so your support is most appreciated and welcomed in any and all forms. So thank you very much for watching, thank you for supporting the channel, and I will see you very shortly in the next video. I'll see you there soon.